Hello, myself Professor Sunil Devkar, Assistant Professor in Department of English of Rao Bahadur Narendra Boroke College, Srirampur. Today I am going to deal with the topic teamwork skills. This topic is prescribed for SYBA, Compulsory English. During last lecture, I have dealt with leadership traits. In that, the second point, it is teamwork skills. So when we say teamwork, what exactly is teamwork? Individual work is different and teamwork is different. First of all, when we say why teamwork or why to work in a team or group, man is a social animal. When I say man is a social animal, he is not a robot, he is not a machine. At that time, what is important? He should be committed to the people. Working with people, you cannot stand independently. So the period which you come here, what kind of life you live, it is very important. So without team, no one can survive. So what is this teamwork? I would say it is interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skills means what? Interpersonal skills are those skills to understand other human beings, to work with a team. Just if I take the example of our college itself, no one is the owner of this college. We are employees. And from top to bottom, who are we? We are a team. And that's why we say as Rayat. We say as Rayat. And so Rayat is a team. And without the coordination of every member, the success, it cannot be achieved. And for achieving that success, able leadership, it is needed. And who is a leader? A leader who understands everyone, who works for the upliftment of every individual is a leader, who is with vision and it has been transformed into an action. That is the work of a leader. And so any management, any educational institute, any company, or wherever people they come in group, the success will only last when there is teamwork coordination. And in this teamwork coordination, interpersonal skills, it plays a very significant role. Interpersonal skills are managing the people in group, understanding the people without any kind of indiscrimination, working with a common goal, working for the progress of that institution or of that firm that is been expected from every member. And so it is like a family. It is like a family. Which family will prosper? Where there is common consensus with the people. That family will prosper. Without that, no one can succeed. So first of all, I would like to define what is team. The word itself, team, samuha. What is a team? A group of people working together to achieve goals. Simple definition, but it is not a simple work. To understand it is simple, but to work in a group, it is very complicated. So working together in a group to achieve goal, they are of different kinds. Goal, it might be related to production, or in a family, if there are 3 brothers in one single family, and all of them, they are engaged in their traditional business of farming. When it will succeed? It will succeed only at the time when there is common consensus with all the members. So they should not be self-biased. That means they should not think of self. They should work as a team. If the company, if the farmer, if he earns success, it would be the success of everyone. So in a team, the credit, it should go to every individual. It is not the credit of any single person. Yes, the implementation is of the boss, but the success is of the team. If the team is with the person, then only the success can be achieved. So, whosoever, wherever you are, naturally, you should work for the upliftment of the team. So, that should be the common goal of everyone when you work in a team. So, that's why team, in a very simple manner, it has been defined, a group of people working together to achieve goal. Next, I will turn to what is teamwork. How we can achieve this teamwork? So teamwork, working together is teamwork. Ability to cooperate. What is it? Ability. Ability, shamta. Ability to cooperate and communicate effectively. Cooperate. It is cooperation. It is a joint venture. Cooperation with each other, understanding each other, and communicating effectively. Communication is not just a plain definition. When we define communication, what is communication? Transformation of information from one person to another person. It doesn't complete the definition. It should go beyond that. Transformation of information or ideas from one person to other person or group of persons, and at the same time it should be understood or comprehended and acted upon. So these three things, they are important in communication. What are the three things which are important in communication? Exchange of ideas and thoughts. What is there? What is communication? It is a two-way process. It is not one-way process. It is a two-way process. It is between this, that means whatever it might be a meeting or whatever it might be. So it is a two-way process. The sender, is a single person, and the receiver, they might be n number of persons. But how you respond, how you develop a rapport, that it is important there. So communication, exchange of ideas, first thing, when the idea it has been told, it should be understood. Secondly, that means the message, it should be understood by the listener. There should be no barrier between the speaker and the listener. The listener, he should be able to comprehend in a proper manner. And lastly, it is the action. The action, it should be performed. So I will take one simple example. If in a classroom, all the students, they are there. I came to take the lecture and I forget to brought duster and chalk. Then I will give a message to one of my students, Tushar, please stand up and go to the staff room and bring me chalk and duster. He will respond, yes sir. He will respond, yes sir. He will stand up. He will go to the staff room, he will bring chalk and duster. Then the communication, it completes. So I have told you three things. Exchange of ideas or thoughts, that is understanding. What is the message which I gave to the second person? To bring chalk and duster. That was my message. Secondly, he understood my message. That is comprehension. That is comprehension. He understood my message. And thirdly, his action. He went to the staff room. He brought chalk and duster. So there the communication, it completes. So communication. So whenever I am speaking in a classroom, do every student understand whatever I am speaking? So where is my success rate? That means, sorry, what is my success rate? Out of 100 students, how many students they are able to understand what I am speaking? That is important. And so action, understanding, it should be complete with action. So when I say these are the important questions for which you should prepare for, the studious students, they will naturally go through it, they will try to understand, and they will prepare for that in a proper manner. But the other, some students, 20% students, they are not ready to hear me. They have a bias against me. They don't like me. So there might be many things. So we see, likewise, if a person, there are many persons who are not ready to listen to you, there is a communication gap. So there is a communication gap. So we should be able to decrease this communication gap, and we should try to overcome this communication gap. So communication is not just official communication. Communication is, it should be your feelings and thoughts. They should be understood by the next person. So it is not an intellectual dialogue. It is also, that means your feelings, they should also count in that communication. So that person should also feel, yes, he wants to give me something, and you should cater the needs accordingly. And so that it is just like feeding someone. So his thirst, it should be fulfilled. So in that manner, it is not overt communication. It is not hypocritical communication. It should reach to his heart, and he should be expressive. And the communication, it should not stop. The communication, it should continue. Then the team will progress. Then the team, it will be successful. So, or if in a cricket team, if all the players naturally, they are with the captain, they obey the orders of their captain, and the result is naturally oriented. Why is captain? Because he has some skills. Tomorrow you might also reach to that position. Now you are a player in that team. So what is your duty? You should obey the orders of your captain. And the captain's duty is also, as a team, he should try to understand the skills of all the players, and he should perform accordingly. So good captain, who is good captain? Who knows all his players, all his workers, all his employees, and the trust upon those employees, they will surely give in return their 100%. At the other side, we say no one is complete. But we should try to understand the people, and that means they should be assigned the task accordingly. Someone might be a good bowler, someone might be a good fielder, someone might be a good batsman. So accordingly, the captain, he should work out, and then you will get the success. And what is success? Success is your happiness. Success is your progress. And the success is of not a single person. The success credit, it should always go to the team. It is not only of the captain. Yes, he is the leader. He is in front of all. But he should also have that ability to give credit to the team, so that next time the team will also work in a double manner, and there will be much more success. So that's why ability to cooperate and communicate effectively with others, it is the teamwork. Next, I would say, what is the difference between teamwork and individual work? If I say I don't need anyone's help, it is not possible. You cannot stand independently. An individual person, he will be failure. Without a team, you cannot work. You have to rely. You have to rely on others. And that's why one cannot say I am independent. You may say I am self-reliant, but you cannot say I am independent. Your independence is with the team. Is with the team. So, likewise, we should know, that means the ability or the importance of team. Without team, there is no success. And so, team, in a sense, it is a complete work. It is a complete work, and it leads to the progress. And so from all sides, we should also look at the welfare of the team. So what should be our work? Our work, it should always be goal oriented. Why we are discussing only this goal oriented? These words, they are related to corporate world. Now you are a student, so these abilities, it should be inculcated in you. Without inculcating these abilities, you cannot be successful in life. So when we say that maturity, it should be achieved, failure is the first step, I would say. Failure is the first step of our life, but it should be counted in our experience. Yes, I was a failure. You should introspect. You should focus on your weaknesses. You should convert those weaknesses into a strength. Then you can become successful, and you should know the capacity. You should know the capacity, and you should work accordingly. So individual, you cannot, that means you cannot always win as an individual. Yes, at some level you might win, but you have to be in a team. You have to be in a team, and without team, you cannot succeed. So here I will give you one example. I will tell you one story. So you are quite familiar with the story of what? The race between hare and tortoise. Hare, ससा आणि कासव यांची गोष्ट आपल्याला सर्वांना माहिती आहे. Hare and tortoise. So everyone of us know this story. There was a race between the hare and tortoise, and how that the tortoise, that means the tortoise, she won the race. Why she won the race? Because at the other side, the hare, he was much more confident that I can easily defeat whom? I can easily defeat tortoise. So he was proud that I can run very fast. So that up till that, every one of us know the story. But the story, that means any race or any game, it does not end in a single event. So if you are a loser, so you should work on that, and you should prepare for the next time. So the same thing, it happened in case of the second race in between hare and tortoise. So at the second time, again, now the hare, he came to know that I am a failure. Why I was a failure in the first race? Because I was overconfident. And when I was overconfident, I slept for a moment and I lose the race. Now this time, I will not stop anywhere and I will complete my race. So for the second time, the race it was conducted. Second time when the race it was conducted, the hare was much cautious, and the second race it was won by whom? It was won by the hare. And now again the third time, for the third time, what was there? Again the race was conducted, but at that time, tortoise told, I will decide the way. I will decide the way. And tortoise, she decided a way. What was that way? It was next to the river. So you have to cross the river and you have to go to the next side of the river. So the destination was only told to the hare. But he didn't know in between, on the way, there is a river. So there is a river. So the third race it started. The hare, he ran fast. He came near the river, but he cannot swim and he cannot cross the river next side and achieve the destination or the end point of the race. So here we see the tortoise, she comes slowly. She even crosses the river because that means she can survive on the land also and the water also. So she swam on the water and she reached to the destination. So now for the third time, who won the race? Again the tortoise, she won the race. And now the final race it was conducted, and the final race, how it was conducted, the race it started till the river. Tortoise, she sat on the back of the hare. So just see, so from the starting point till the river, the tortoise, she sat on the back of the hare. And that means they come on the back, that means they come till the shore of the river. And when the river came, the hare, he sat on the back of the tortoise and they crossed the river. They reached the destination. So there was a need, there was a help needed for each other. Your friendship, working with group, there are n number of examples. So there are n number of examples of teamwork. So that means we can give n number of examples, but just I have given you one single example here of that hare and tortoise. Individually we cannot stand, but when we are in a team or a group, so naturally there you can achieve a success. So there you can achieve a success. So it could be clearly seen. So that's why without team no one can succeed. Next I will turn to the stages. What are the stages? So likewise, whenever you work in a company, what stages one should remember in a team? First of all, forming. Forming, what does it deals with? So if there is, that means if there is any new issue, how a work it should be done. So the first step or the first stage, what it is, assemble, deal with ambiguities. Likewise, whatever the problems, include every person, have a discussion. There might be ambiguity, what to do and what not to do. So what to do and what not to do, that attitude, it might be ambiguous situation, it might be there. So deal with ambiguity. So you can say assemble all the people together. Assemble people means what? All the employees, or you can say the decision making authorities, whosoever they are. Come together, discuss the problem and try to solve the problems. Don't create problems. If you create problems, if you are only destructive with a negative attitude, it will not lead to progress. It will always lead to destruction. One day you will have to close that company. So who will suffer? Everyone will suffer. From top to bottom, everyone will suffer. So that feeling of we, it should always be there. Ego, it should not come in between the way. There should be always a feeling of we as a team, we, that it is important. So first, as I have told you, forming, it is assembling the employees or the team together who are at the decision making and dealing with the ambiguities. The second stage, it is deal with criticism. Deal with criticism. Criticism, whatever that means positive, negative criticism, it might be there. So it will surely, there will be a criticism means discussion. There will be a discussion. And the discussion will lead to what? That discussion will lead to solving the problems. It will lead to solve the problems. The third step, it is norming now. Norming means what? So now the discussion, it has been completed. Now what procedures we should adopt? Yes, now you have came together, all the ambiguities, they have been solved, they have been resolved. Then there had been a criticism, and after criticism you have came to a common consensus, we have came with a proper plan. And now what is important, the third stage, it is the procedure, execution of the procedure. How the work can be done, it is the procedure. So it is the procedure, and how you can overcome that procedure. That means that procedure is a plan, and so that plan, it should be work in a proper manner. Next, I would say the plan you have chalked out, the perform, that means the procedure by these ways. So that means you have grouped the people. Some will look the marketing sector, some will look the selling sector, some will look the production sector, some will look the human resource sector. So you have divided all the groups, and the task, it has been assigned. So everything, it has been brought on the paper, and now the next step, it is what? It is your performance. It is your performance, performing your cooperation, how you work with the people, and all the departments, they should give results. And when all the department, when the production, it is in time, the salesman, he will also sell the products. Demand and supply, both things, it will be met in a proper manner. When the demand and supply, it will be enhanced, there will be trust between the people. Then next, you can say training of the personnel, matching with the market conditions. So the quality of the products, quality, quantity, everything it should be maintained, then the performance it could be reflected and it will lead to progress. So these are the stages of teamwork. So these are the stages of teamwork. Without that, we cannot be successful. So lastly, I will turn to the skills. What are the different skills of a teamwork? So stages I have told you. So if you want to work as a team, what stages we should keep in mind? As initially I have already discussed what is interpersonal skills. So managing with people, it is interpersonal skills. Self-project management. So self-project management. Yes, there is a project for you, and so that project, there should be time bound. The project, it should be time bound. It should be with certain vision. So that means there should be positive attitude of all the employees of that project. So everyone should be happy with that project. So that project management or self-management. Why the word self and at the same time project management? Self, he is the leader, and project, whatever it has been assigned, working with a group, it should be implemented in a proper manner. Next, effective communication. As effective communication. Communication, there should not be a barrier in your communication, and that means it should work with loyalty, trust. Without loyalty and trust, faithfulness, I would say, what is communication? Communication is trust, understanding people, knowing people, two-way process. That is communication. It should not be an official communication. I would say, yes, officially the work it should be done, but it should be interpersonal communication. It should be understanding the people with that, and with honesty, that attitude, it should be developed, and there should be a continuity. It is a two-way process, and it should be maintained in a proper manner. Next, I would say team agreement. Team agreement. When we say team agreement, decision making, it's important factor. Your decisions, whatever you can say, whatever decisions you make, you should be with proper agreement. So every one of us should agree with each other. Then only you can become successful. And finally, effective meeting. Whenever we are conducting meeting, so the meeting, likewise, the notices, it should be sent to every members. Who are the members who are going to remain present for the meeting? Then next, the agenda should be given of the meeting. What are the different points which we are going to discuss in the meeting? So those points, they should be given in the notice itself. After notice, agenda, it should be attached to the notice, so that the members who will be present for the meeting, they will come prepared. So they will come prepared, and the meeting, it would be a great success. So it will not last for a long time. Even though they are very important issues, the meeting, it should not last for more than an hour. If a meeting lasts for 4 and 5 hours, what is the use? That means it is not the success of the leader. Any meeting, it should be wind up within an hour. So within an hour, your points, if you come out with a point, if the listeners or the committee members or the meeting members, they are aware of all those points, then the meeting, it will end with healthy atmosphere, with common consensus, with solutions. So that is very important in teamwork. So then and then only we can success. So overall, these are the team skills which I wanted to focus for everyone, and without that, there is no success which can be achieved. So here I will stop. Thank you.